So now we are going to proceed to other examples. So now we are going to find the slope of the graph of f of x is equal to 2x minus 3 when x is equal to 2. So we recall our equation in finding the slope of a line. M of x is equal to the limit as delta x approaches to 0 of f of x sub 1 plus delta x minus f of x sub 1. So, over delta x. Okay? So, now we are going to set f of x sub 1. Okay? So, f of x sub 1 will be 2x minus 3. Then we are going to substitute the value of where x sub 1 is equal to 2. Okay? So, where x sub 1 is equal to 2, then we are going to substitute the value of 2 in our function. So, f of x sub 1 is equal to 2 times 2 minus 3. Then, we have f of x sub 1 is equal to 2 times 2 is 4 minus 3 is 1. Okay? So, we already have the value of f of x sub 1. So, we are going to proceed with this part of the equation. So, f of x sub 1 plus delta x. So, given our function 2x minus 3, so 2 times x sub 1 plus delta x minus 3. Okay, then we are going to simplify this part of our equation. Then, where we know that x sub 1 is equal to 2. Then we are going to substitute 2 in that part of the equation. So, we're going to simplify now. F of x sub 1 plus delta x is equal to 2 times 2 plus delta x minus 3 2 times 2 is 4 plus 2 times delta x is 2 delta x minus 3. So, we have f of x sub 1 plus delta x is equal to 4 minus 3. Anyway, iuna sa nato ni si 2 delta x, si 2 delta x. 4 minus 3 is 1. So, plus 1. Lang. So, we already have the values of f of x sub 1 and the value of f of x sub 1 plus delta x. Then, we are going to substitute this to our main equation. So, we are going to write the slope at x sub 1 is equal to 2, right? So, the slope at 2 is equal to the limit as delta x approaches to 0 of f of x sub 1 plus delta x is 2 delta x plus 1, right? So, 2 delta x plus 1 minus f of x sub 1. So, minus the value of our f of x sub 1 is 1. So, 1. All over delta x over delta x. So, the slope at x is equal to 2 is equal to the limit as delta x approaches to 0. So, 2 delta x plus 1 minus 1 will become 0. So, 2 delta x over delta x. So, the slope at 2, when the limit is of delta x is approaching to 0, delta x over delta x is 2. So, therefore, the slope when x is equal to 2 is 2. Okay? So, the answer of this example is 2. So, therefore, no, it's a redundancy. So, therefore, the slope of the graph to x minus 3 is 2. Okay? So, how about if we are asked to graph this function? So, we are going to graph that function. Okay? Before that, we are going to find the value of x and y. So, i-erase na ako ni siyang apart. So, the function given f of x is equal to 2x minus 3. So, when x is equal to 0, the value of y is negative 3. When y is equal to 0, the value of our x is equal to, so 0 is equal to 2x minus 3 transpose positive 3 over 2x, then x is equal to 3 halves. Then x is 3 halves. Okay? So, therefore, if ato na siyang i-graph, so this is our y and this is our x. So, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So, at x is equal to 0, y is negative 3. So, this is our first point. 0, negative 3. Next is, when y is 0, x is positive 3 halves. So, about this point, it's 1 and 1 half. So, cute kayo, no? So, this is 3 half x. So, ato siyang i-connect. Sorry, niiwas. Iwas na yun ng line. So, this is our line. So, now we are going to proceed with another example. Find the slope of the tangent lines to the graph of f of x is equal to x squared plus 1 at the points 0, 1 and negative 1 and 2. Therefore, there are two tangent lines to our function x squared plus 1. So, first, ato kwaon ang slope. Okay? Ang slope na equation nato is m m of x. So we can denote this class as x, we can denote this as x sub 1, we can denote this as c, as z, or any variable that you like, but just be consistent with your variable. Okay? Dili kay nag-x ka, tapos nag-y, and nag-z, and nag-t, and s. So, karon we are going to use x. Okay? So, the slope of x and the limit of delta x is approaching to 0, then f of x plus delta x minus f of x over delta x. Diba? Mo man niya to ang equation when finding the slope of the tangent line. So, kung mag-x sub 1 ka diri, x sub 1 ka diri, x sub 1 ka diri. Okay? So, karon we have two tangent lines man. So, ato lang siyang i-gamiton as x lang. Kay ato ning gamiton na equation in finding the slope of these two tangent lines. So, what are we going to do? Katong atong example kaganina, we are going to find the value of the slope. So, atong kwaon si of f of x, no? Pero wala man pud naghatag sa value ni x. So, atong buhaton is mag-solve lang sa taog equation of the slope m of x. Klaro pa ba? Limit as delta x approaches to 0. So, our f of x sub 1 plus delta x is x lang pala. X plus delta x squared plus 1 minus our function of x or f of x, x squared plus 1. Okay? All over delta x. So, the slope of x is equal to the limit as delta x approaches to 0. Ato na lang ni siyang i-simplify. So, agi sa ta diri, scratch. Tanta diri, scratch. So, importante yun nga natin sketch paper class, no? So, x plus delta x squared is equal to x plus delta x times x plus delta x or multiply to itself. So, si x, distribute na to. Si delta x, i-distribute po na to. Then, we have x times x, x squared. X times delta x is positive x delta x. Delta x times x is positive x delta x. Then delta x times delta x is positive delta x squared. So, x squared plus x delta x plus x delta x is, so, 2x delta x. Okay? Igora ta mag-add. Plus delta x squared. Okay? So, we have this simplified form na. Ato na siyang i-transfer diri. So, x squared plus 2 delta x plus delta x squared plus 1. Napay plus 1. Minus x squared, ato na yung paggawa sa iyahang parenthesis. So, negative times positive x squared is negative x squared. Then, negative multiplied to positive 1 is negative 1. All over delta x. Okay? Now, we are going to proceed with the next step sa pag-simplify na to. X approaches to 0. So, what elements na sa to ang equation na itong pwede makancel? So, na si 1, cancel out. Next, si negative x squared canceled out. So, ang nabilin si 2 delta x o si positive delta x squared all over delta x. Then, we can simplify. Simplify pa ta. Simplify pa ta. So, limit as delta x approaches to 0. 2 delta x divided by delta x will be equal to 2 plus delta x squared over delta x will be 2. Ay, sorry, naapa ni siya x. Wala na to, naapilog copy class, napay 2x, delta x ni siya, 2x, napay 2x. Sorry, nalimtan. So 2x delta x divided by delta x, see, is equal to 2x plus delta x squared over delta x is positive delta x. Okay? So, we are going to transfer. Kaya hurot na itong papel. So, the slope of x is equal to the limit as delta x. Diba? As delta x approaches to 0 of 2x plus delta x. Meaning, kini si delta x na, mahimo na og 0. So, ato nang ikwa ng ato ang limit, no? So, the limit of x is equal to 2x. So, this is our equation in finding the slope of any values of x ani nga given na function. So, mx is equal to 2x. So, ato ni siyang gamiton to find the slope of the points nga gihatag sa tua. So, we have 0, 1, 0, 1, and negative 1, 2. So, the slope at 0 is equal to 2 times 0, which is equal to 0. Okay? And the slope at negative 1 is equal to 2 times negative 1, which is equal to negative 2. Therefore, the slope of f of x is equal to x squared plus 1 at negative 1, 2 is negative 2. Okay? Then therefore, the slope of f of x is equal to x squared plus 1, kato ato ang given na function, at point 0, 1 is 0, and at negative 1, 2 is negative 2. Okay? So, for our last example, so find the slope of the tangent line at x is equal to 3 if f of x is equal to 2x squared plus 3. So, balik ta sa ato ang equation of the slope of the tangent line. M of x is equal to the limit as delta x is approaching to 0. F of x plus delta x minus f of x all over delta x. Okay? So, igo ra gyapon nato no, substitute. First, kwaon sa nato si f of x. Kay para mas dali. Kay gubot manggod siya class kung ato na siyang idiretso pang input dinhi. So, mao na akong ginabuhat is gina tagsa-tagsa sa nako siya og solve. So, kwaon sa nato si f of x. So, f of x is equal to 2x squared plus 3. Where given ta sa value ni x nga x equal to 3, so f of 3 is equal to 2 times 3 squared plus 3. So f of 3 is 3 squared is 9, 9 plus 9 times 2 is 18 plus 3 is 21. So f of 3 is 21. Okay, then we are going to find f of x plus delta x. So f of x plus delta x is 2 times x plus delta x squared plus 3. Okay? So, kaganina raman ta sigig example og expansion ani nga expression x plus delta x squared. So, ato na siyang i-diretso og so x times x squared, positive delta x times x is positive x delta x. I-times 2 man siya, kay duha man siya kabuok ang x delta x. So, mahimo siya plus 2. So, 2x delta x. Delta x times delta x is positive delta x squared plus 3. So, distribute na to 2x squared plus 4x delta x plus 2 delta x squared plus 3. So we now have a function of f of x plus delta x. So igo na lang nato ni siya i-substitute class sa ato ang given na equation sa slope. So m of x is equal to 3 man ta. So m of 3 is equal to the limit as delta x approaches to 0 of then niabot na sad sa atong task nga equation. I-copy lang nato ni ato ang nakuha diri nga f of x plus delta x, which is 2x squared plus 4x delta x plus 2 delta x squared plus 3 minus dayon nato si minus dayon nato si f of x, which is 21. So minus 21 all over delta x. So i-simplify na lang nato siya. Now we are going to simplify this equation. By the way, natay wala na buhat. Wala nato na ilisdan ang value where x is equal to 3. So balik ta. Ma'am, nagdali ka, ma'am. Sorry. So balik sa ta. Ato sang where, so mao naman ni siya, sakto naman ni where ato nang i-substitute where x is equal to 3. So f of 3 plus delta x na ni siya, no? Is equal to 2 times 3 squared. Ano siya? I-substitute na to ni siya, class. Plus 4 times 3 delta x plus 2 times delta x. Ano ni siya? Parenthesis 2 delta x squared plus 3. So, the answer is 3 squared times 2. 3 squared is 9 times 2 is 18. Okay? So, 18 plus 4 times 3 is 12. 12 delta x. Plus 2 delta x squared plus 3. So, pwede pa na to i-simplify si 18 o si 3. So, ang pinaka-simplified form, pasensya lang ninyo, class, kaya akong whiteboard kay grabe ka-cute. So, ato siyang i-arrange, class, no? Iuna na to ni si 2 delta x squared plus 12 delta x. Then 18 plus 3 is 21. So, plus 21. So, we have our f of 3 plus delta x. Okay, so balik na ta. Gamito na to ato ang slope at 3, at x is equal to 3, where the limit as delta x approaches to 0. So, atong gamiton sa f of, kini siya ato ning gamiton na equation, no? Nanatay equation nga gisolve. So, kini gunal na to ibutang diri. So, 2 delta x squared plus 12 delta x plus 21 minus atong value sa f of x, which is f of 3 is equal to 21. So, 21 over delta x. Ani lang yun siya, class. So, m at x equal to 3 is equal to the limit as delta x. Mag-simplify na dayon ta dinhi. So nanatay makancel, class, no? 21 of positive 21 og si negative 21. So, we have 2 delta x squared plus 12 delta x all over delta x. So, m at 3, simplify pa nato, limit as delta x approaches to 0. 2 delta x squared all over delta x is 2 delta x. Okay? Plus 12 delta x over delta x is positive 12. Then, ato nang i-apply ang limit theorem where limit as delta x approaches to 0. So, may mo nag-0. So, diba? So, may mo siya 2 times 0, class, plus 12. So, cancel naman eh. So, m3. Our slope, when x is equal to 3, is equal to 12. Okay, therefore, the slope of the tangent line at x equal to 3 of f of x is equal to 2x squared plus 3 is 12. Okay? So, that ends our finding the slope of the tangent line discussion. So, I hope you understand more, you will understand more about this, our discussion sa ako ang pag-actual og solve compared sa mag-PowerPoint lang, and naapod tay i-activity for you to assess if nasabdan ba gid ninyo ang lecture. So now it's your turn to try solving this. So find the slope of the tangent line to the graph at the point x sub 1, y sub 1. Draw a sketch of the graph. For number 1, you have y is equal to 9 minus x squared. For number 2, y is equal to negative 2x squared plus 4x. And for number 3, y is equal to 3x squared minus 12x plus 8. So, submit it on Monday, September 21, 2020 at exactly 7 a.m. ang deadline. So, dagan pa adlaw, no? Before mag-Monday na, pamoy weekend para mag-solve ani. I hope na deadline na gid ng 7 a.m. on Monday. So, thank you guys for listening and for trying to cope up with the discussion, although taas kayo ni siya nga lecture, no? And God bless, guys. Bye-bye!